All right, then. Let's talk about the news.
Some disturbing ass
news. Chris Chan or Christine Chan.
Christine Chan. What is it? Christine Weston Chandler. Yeah. Weston Chandler. Released from jail. Or released from custody. So Mikey T doesn't know much about Chris Chan.
I don't know much about Chris Chan.
So I'm going to regale everybody with my knowledge of Chris Chan. I've been following Chris Chan for a long time. Great American tragedy here. Chris Chan. Okay. Chris Chan is an autistic dude who is just looking for a boyfriend-free girl to be his one and only.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So he came sort of like to internet, sort of knowledge. He would do YouTube videos where he would upload. He really likes, he had a comic strip he did called Sonichu. He created this character called Sonichu, which was a cross between Pikachu and Sonic.
Yeah.
And he would do comic strips of Sonichu where he was the self-inserted character. So he would be in it as Chris Chan.
Uh-huh.
And he would have adventures with Sonichu and stuff like that. And he would release stories. And he's autistic. So he's very sheltered. And, trolls eventually would figure out they can screw with him very easily. Because he will believe anything he's told, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if you, Michael T, would contact him and say, I am a girl. I think you're cute. We should be a boyfriend and girlfriend. He would be like, I got a girlfriend. And then you could literally call him on Skype or whatever and just go like in a high-pitched voice, be like, hi, Chris, how's it going? It's good to talk to you. He would believe that you're a girl.
Yeah.
You could send him a picture, be like, here's a picture of me. And it would be a picture of like
whoever.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah, my girlfriend's very beautiful or whatever. And he would just believe it, right?
Yeah.
So the trolls would always screw with him and they would trick him to do stuff. And they'd be like, oh, I don't know if you love me. He had his Sonichu medallion. He made this like clay Sonichu head that he wears a necklace all the time in all his videos. And they'd be like, I don't know if I can meet you in real life. I need to know you have true love for me. You know what you should do is put the medallion in your ass and send a picture of it to me. And then he would do it. And then they'd post it online and get all the laughs about it,
Yeah, yeah.
And it's abuse, basically.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But he also... the thing too is like people will be like, no, that's not a real woman, and he'd be like, no, it's a real woman. He will not listen to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He just like, they'll be like, no, you're getting scammed again, and he'll be like, no, this is true, she told me. And it would just escalate, and they would be like, they'd be like, I need a video of you, like, how would you make love to me if we were to be together? And he'd take his body pillow and he'd like pretend to have sex with a body pillow and be like, pretending what he'd do and everything, like disturbing videos. And then they'd leak the video, and then they would trick him into telling stuff. Like he would also like mention something that he shouldn't say, and then they would figure out like, what the fuck does that mean? And he said he would recycle when he masturbated, and they were like, well, what does that mean? And he would like jerk off into a cup and then like put Fanta in it and drink it so he didn't lose his kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they would be like, oh, like you should show me your cup when you drink it or whatever. And then he'd take a video of him jacking off into a cup, putting a drink and then drinking it or whatever.
Jeez.
And it just continually got worse and worse. And like, this is for years.
Yeah.
Years and years.
Yeah.
And you can see the progression of him just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
It didn't help that he lived at home with his parents.
Yeah.
And they, are not particularly good parents.
Uh-huh.
So they wouldn't really like take care of him too much, and they would they just sort of let him do his own thing. And like, he had his disability, so he would just spend his disability check on video games or whatever. He had all this shit, and then he started like selling stuff online to buy video games or begging online to get money for video games. And he would like do a thing like, oh, if I make enough money, I'll do another issue of the Sonichu comic. But then he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
There's just so much stuff. Like, there'd be people pretending to be him. Like, there'd be a guy and he'd be like, hello, internet, it's me, Chris Chan, and I'm here with a new video. And there's the fake Christian Chandler out in Wyoming. That's not me. And he would just lose his fucking mind. Like, that's not real. I'm the real Chris Chan. And just go off, and people be like, "We know he's fake." Like, so he's like, "No, that he's Sonichu's my creation." He says he created Sonichu, and just sad because of they're just taking advantage of a disabled guy, right? But he got to the point where he decided he couldn't get a girlfriend. He was also very homophobic, very much hates gay people.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got it in his mind somehow, probably from a troll, that, you know, if he was a girl, he could get a girl. So then he became like transgendered.
Yeah.
But it's not gay because he likes girls, even though he's Christian. He changed his name to Christine Chandler instead of Christian Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
And he would do like, you know, take homemade supplements to try to become more womanly. And he also did a thing where he got, oh, this is so gross. He got his perineum pierced, like between his balls and his asshole, because that was his like man clit or something like that. And he would like take pictures of it and send it to people, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's so infected. Like you have to go to get that removed and stuff like that." But they would like, you know, some guy would pretend to be a girl and be like, "Oh, let's see it. Take a picture of it and send it to me." Just disturbing shit.
Yeah, some people are sick.
So bad. But and because he, you know, his dad died, and then they lost their house, got burnt down.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, the last thing, he started to have sex with his mom, where he would go and like molest her and have sex with her, and be like, the only reason this came out and he got arrested is because some of the trolls were like, you know, talking to him. And he was talking about how, like, at first she wouldn't let him do it and stuff. And then he just kept trying more and more. And eventually she just gave up fighting him because she's like 80 years old.
Yeah.
And he literally was having sex with his mom. So they reported this to the police and he got arrested. And there's like video of him being arrested and everything like that. It's just, you know, it's tragedy because of the way he was treated.
Yeah.
But obviously he should not have been in a home with his parents. He should have been.
He should have been in some place that was a better
care for him, because they were,
care.
you know, they try. I'm sure they tried as best they could, but they could not take care of him. Anyways, he was arrested. He got released from prison or whatever he was in, maybe pre-trial. I don't know, but it's just it's literally an American tragedy.
Yeah, for sure.
There's all sorts of other stuff, like how he was banned from GameStop for like screaming at the manager and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, he'd be stalking people, or like, you know, he would try to make it like it was all big hoax. Like he filmed one video where he was like, "I was just doing a big hoax. I'm not autistic." And he did a whole video of him walking around the town pretending to be normal, but you could tell he's still autistic.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so sad. And like, actually, one of the things that really, he was banned from his college because he'd always post posters around saying like, "I'm looking for like a boyfriend free girl, and like, you know, come meet me at this table if you want to talk to me."
Yeah.
There's a famous picture of him out at like an outdoor concert where he's wearing tight ass jeans. Like he was a fat guy. Tight ass jeans, a very tight white wife beater. I shouldn't say that. A very tight wife's white sleeveless shirt.
Yeah.
Jean jacket with these crazy shades, and all it says is he wrote on his shirt, it says something like "Me want woman" or something like that. Someone took a picture of him. Oh, just
that.
You've probably seen that picture.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, and he's like posing his leg up, and he's like, you know, advertising it like, you know, he's a catch or whatever. This is all because he just wanted a girlfriend, basically.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I have
very disturbing story.
Yeah, I don't know the story at all. Yeah, I don't know. None of these pictures look familiar?
Yeah, I'll send it.
There, I see the picture now. Yeah, that's not. I've never seen it before.
Oh, okay. I've seen it. Like I saw it many times.
Yeah.
Very disturbing story about this guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You could watch documentaries about him. I mean, there has to be documentaries in the work about this guy.
I would imagine, especially now that he's out of
well, and
jail
there's so much footage that he released of him, just like his descent into madness.
Yeah,
because he would record video updates and do like text posts like weekly.
Yeah,
and he would record him on his PlayStation with his PlayStation Eye, and he always said like start date 32/29 captain's log, and he'd release a video talking about whatever was going on in his life, and he'd be like, "I've met a girl today and her name is Vanessa, and you know, she's a boyfriend free girl and we're in love now. And then it would be, you know, it'd come out the picture. Someone would send him a picture of Vanessa Hudgens and that's his girlfriend now or whatever.
He has his own skin for Minecraft.
I mean,
There's quite a few.
yeah, everyone would make.
You can get the Chris Chan hoodie on AliExpress.
Oh, what does it have? Sonichu on it?
No, it's just like red, white, and blue
Oh, that's the, yeah. If you go to his, there's literally a whole Wikipedia about him called the Quickie. And they'll have a synopsis of every video he's ever released with an actual audio transcript, but it also tell you what shirt he's wearing in it because they're sort of the videos are like in shirt era basically because he would always wear like the same shirt in every video.
Yeah.
So to be like, oh, this is the red with blue stripe shirt era. And every video in that era, he's wearing like the same shirt or whatever. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about with the Chris Chan hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea what the story was. Like when that was posted in Discord and you're like, hide your mothers.
Everyone hide your moms.
What does this even mean?
Yeah. Yeah, very disturbing, very disturbing. And there's like he just send this, like they'd ask him like, why don't you take a video of you having a shower and send it to me? And he'd do it.
Yeah.
And he'd send it and you'd see his disgusting bathroom, just gross as fuck. And he'd send the video and then it'd get released to the video. And then, you know, you'd think like he's handicapped, so he doesn't, but you'd think like, I sent this video to this person and it got leaked. Oh, well, they must have leaked it. They'd just say, no, someone hacked my account. I didn't do it. Oh, okay. And then he'd send some other shit.
Yeah, very trusting.
Well, he's just a simple guy, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's a very sad story.
Oh yeah,
very, very sad
definitely
story.
Sad.
So there'll definitely be a documentary about Chris Chan, like legitimate Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
Has to be in the works.
Yeah,
it has to be in the works, dude. So, yeah, and he released thousands of, probably maybe not thousands, but lots of hours of just video vlogs and stuff of him.
Yeah.
Just talking about whatever. So it's like just crazy. So very sad.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely sad. Definitely messed up.
Yeah.
That was a heavy one to start the news section
I know,
with.
dude. And that's just like a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff, dude.
People on the internet, man. They'll just do whatever for a laugh.
Yeah, that's the sad part. It was literally for a laugh, but it like ruined his and his parents' life, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they called like, you know, the police on them, or like, they couldn't call child protective services on him, but an adult, but they like called like the local whatever, because the house is like a fire hazard. Like he did a house tour and it's just shit piled fucking everywhere in their house. Just, oh my God. That's what happened. The house burned down.
Yeah.
And I don't think they got any insurance because it was literally a fucking fire hazard. They lost the house because it was just like full of shit.
Yeah.
So
just hoarding gone wrong.
Yeah. Just crazy.
Yeah.
So anyways, Chris Chan.
Hoarding always goes wrong. So
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So disturbing.
Yes.